the days are never ending, when the nights are feeling lonely, there's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam, in the sky, flying high, over fields of green, and where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Cancer. This is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 30th of October until the 5th of November 2017. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the King of Wands. You need to stay focused on your long-term goals. You are someone who is very visionary and goal-oriented. You achieve a lot because you are very clear about your future direction and how you will get there. You do not waste your time on activities or relationships that you believe will lead nowhere. You never just go with the flow, instead you prefer to embark on a strong and direct course of action. The King of Wands reminds you to lead your life with intent, vision and a long-term view. Know that even though you are experiencing challenges now, this is just a part of your journey to something much more positive. Eventually, you will see this time as just a little blip on the radar and it will have simply served to make you stronger. Stay focused on your long-term goals. The appearance of the King of Wands also suggests that an opportunity is presenting itself to you, and you now have the power to accept the opportunity and take on the challenge. You are the determining factor in this situation, and circumstances will navigate in the direction you steer them. Indecision or doubt will not be appropriate responses when clarity and confidence are acquired. However, as you progress in this new role, it will begin to feel more comfortable. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the King of Swords. What do you want most right now is seeking out the truth and a fair judgment. You need to remain detached and objective in a specific situation, in order to ascertain the truth and seek out only the facts. You need to use your intellect to prove your point and succeed. Your education and experience are important, but so are your day-to-day observations and thoughts. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws and diplomacy. You need to adopt a very stern but fair role. You have clarity of mind and can perceive the truth right now, so you must take the lead with providing an objective point of view. You are well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify the limiting behaviors that are getting in the way. This is a time when you need to leave emotions out of it, and remain as objective and rational as possible. You may need to reason with others and be quite direct about what you are observing. You may be concerned that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic, but at this point in time, this detachment is what is needed most. Similarly, the King of Swords encourages you to use your logic and intellect to navigate your path ahead. You will need to get to the heart of the matter, make firm and well-researched decisions, and ensure that you are firm but fair in your dealings with others. You need to be able to take any situation, look at it with total impartiality, and then come to a decision that is both fair and insightful. This king is also a man of the highest ethical standards. It is impossible to corrupt him, and as such he acts as a pillar of strength who gives sound advice to everyone, no matter who they are. What is more, he firmly expects others to operate by the rules of the law and will not tolerate others who break the law. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Two of Swords. You are afraid of making wrong choice and decision. You are really struggling to see what the right choice is, as either option will lead to negative consequences. Lay out the pros and cons of each option that is available to you and weigh up which option will have the most favorable outcome. The Two of Swords may also indicate mental confusion as a result of information overload. You are overwhelmed with other people's points of view and additional, detailed information about what options are available to you. At the end of the day, you are going to have to make a decision, so sift through the advice and the information that is available to select only the most relevant and helpful. The Two of Swords may suggest that you are feeling stuck in the middle of two competing sides. You may be trying to play the peacemaker role, but in doing this you are just confusing yourself and creating more tension. For example, you may be trying to bring two conflicting family members together in the hope of a harmonious family environment, but instead you are finding yourself being the messenger or the dumping ground for each of their concerns. Decide whether or not you truly do have a role to play and whether you can indeed create peace between the two opposing parties. Otherwise, get yourself out of there. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Four of Cups. You are dissatisfied with the status quo. You may be feeling disengaged, apathetic, or unmotivated. Life has become stale or flat and there is little that excites you anymore. To overcome this, the Four of Cups suggests a need to re-evaluate your situation and to look deep within your own psyche to find understanding and meaning. Turn your attention inward to find the truth for which you are searching. Avoid distractions and examine your heart and mind to gain clarity. There might be an offer has been presented to you, but you are holding off making any sort of decision or evaluation of that opportunity until you have had more time for reflection and consideration. Notice that while the man in this card has not accepted the offer being presented to him, he has not completely rejected it either. The cup will continue to be there and the decision to accept or reject it can be made at any point. For now, though, it is the time for contemplation, research and meditation. When all of the answers are in, and it feels right emotionally, then you can take action, but in the short term, you do not need to make an immediate choice. Similarly, the Four of Cups signifies disappointment in someone or in a situation. You may be growing tired of the same old struggle that has been carried on too long in the past. As a result, you have started to withdraw and go within yourself to seek greater peace and tranquility. If you are becoming particularly pouty or sulky about your predicament, the Four of Cups is then a call to action. It is time to wake up, be alert and to be open to new experiences that offer a more positive outcome. The Four of Cups can sometimes point to defensiveness. This can be noticed in the body language displayed in the crossed arms and legs of the man on the card. He chooses to ignore the possibility of what the cup has to offer. Possibly he has been hurt emotionally before, as this is the Suit of Cups, and he is fearful to expose himself to that again. Hence he is closing himself off to this opportunity. Consider what opportunities you are ignoring or declining, and ask yourself whether this is because you truly believe you would not benefit from it, or whether this is because you are fearful of what may follow. Be mindful of any defensiveness in your responses and reactions. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Six of Wands. You are doubting your abilities and your potential for success. You may feel negatively about yourself and as if you have failed both yourself and others. You are lacking confidence, and need the support and recognition of others to pick you up and give you strength again. You have had a fall from grace and have not received the public recognition you were seeking. You have either received no feedback for your efforts, or negative feedback. You may have expected things would have worked well, but instead you are being punished in some way, or you are being neglected for your efforts thus far. Now, your confidence has taken a hit, as has your professional reputation, or at least your perception of your reputation. If a particular project has not been as successful as you had hoped, you may be no better off moving to a new environment so that you can rebuild your personal reputation and brand, rather than trying to fix something that has already broken. You may be trying to achieve too many things at once and may not be doing a good job at juggling all of these commitments. It may be best to focus on only a few things and do them well. This will help you feel more inspired and motivated about the activities you do commit to. This card can reflect the transitory nature of success. One moment, you are on top of the world because you have achieved great things, but then the expectation has been set that you will continue to perform to this level, and when you do not, then you are suddenly knocked down and criticized. While victory and triumph feel great at the time, recognize that it is only temporary and you will have to continue sustaining a high level of performance to be acknowledged. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Ten of Wands. There would be the completion of a cycle after a period of struggle. You are finally reaping your rewards after investing a lot of hard work and effort. You have fulfilled a creative venture, realized a dream, or accomplished a major goal, and now must deal with the consequences of that fulfillment. However, even with the achievement of your goal, there comes with it great responsibilities and commitments. While you have reached a point of completion, you are becoming starkly aware that you must now carry on with the responsibilities you have laid out for yourself, in order to ensure ongoing success. The trouble is, however, that these responsibilities may become too much to bear and you are struggling to let go. It is a bit like the business owner who creates a flourishing business but who is unprepared to delegate some of her responsibilities to the staff, and ends up working 70-80 hours a week. The inspiration and creativity that was associated with the initial goal or vision rapidly disappears, and everything becomes hard work all too quickly. Thus, it is incredibly important to let go of or delegate some of your responsibilities in order to free you up to still enjoy life. This is a reminder of how much we take on in our lives and all the extra burdens and responsibilities we weigh ourselves down with. We take on so much, trying to do all the things that need to be done. Thus, this card asks you to stop and examine your current lifestyle or work. Assess which activities or tasks are really urgent or really important, particularly in relation to your broader goals. You may need to employ various time management or prioritization methods in order to determine where best to spend your time and which tasks you can drop. Your goal needs to be greater efficiency, whilst also freeing yourself up for rest and relaxation when you need it. This card can also mean that you are being oppressed by outside sources. You are overworked, overtired and overstimulated. You have more on your plate than you can possibly handle, and you have taken on too much at this point in time. In an effort to get to the finish line, you have found yourself overwhelmed with the extra responsibility and activity. You need to stop working so hard. If you cannot stop, then conserve your energy and pace yourself. When you are overcommitted, everything becomes a strain. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Golden Solar Dragon. The Golden Solar Dragon who has come to you now is asking you to balance your life, listen to your inner wisdom and become a leader. Dare to speak your spiritual truth. Hold the vision of a fifth-dimensional world. Protect those who are less capable than you are. With the support and guidance of this dragon, you can be a living example to many people. When you aspire to be a wise spiritual leader, remember that true masculine power, used with wisdom, helps you and those around you to feel safe. Spend a little time each day focusing on, or imagining, the sun shining onto your third eye and sense the light codes that the golden solar dragons are directing towards you.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.